people who grew up with money will look you in the eyes and ask you something insane like, do you ski? I used to work for law firms. Once had dinner with the head of the firm. He looked at me and my wife and asked what our favorite bistro in Paris was. We've never been to Paris. Never even mentioned Paris. That was his starter question. I work at a coffee shop. A customer looked me right in my face and said, espresso is better in Italy. Have you been? Sir, I'm making minimum wage living paycheck to paycheck and you didn't tip. Why don't you take a wild guess? When I mentioned taking a day off to move house, my manager asked who I went with for my mortgage. When I told him I was renting, he asked, why don't you just borrow 10 grand or so off your parents for a mortgage deposit? Sir, we lead very different lives. Have you considered being born into wealth? You should try it sometime. It's not hard. I was born into wealth all by myself. I once visited a coworker's house and a cleaning service van pulled into her neighbor's driveway. She said, they're using that maid service now? How cliche. What service do you use? I felt like I'd somehow been transported to another dimension.